So how did you first get involved with the Peace Corps?
So I was interested in making a difference and came across an opportunity to help people change behavior. And so there were a couple of different paths to doing that. And one of them I thought of was joining the Peace Corps. And so then at that point I applied to the Peace Corps, going to Africa and working in HIV prevention. So I went to Malawi as a Peace Corps volunteer, and that was really an awesome opportunity.
When was your first trip?
It wasn't until, let's see, when was it? After I did my master's, so it was 1995, I went to the Peace Corps in Malawi.
How did you decide on Malawi in specific?
When you apply to the Peace Corps, they look at your background, your experience, and then they also look at where the opportunities are. Where do they need spots to fill? And so I was offered Malawi as my post. I actually wanted a Spanish-speaking country because I really wanted to learn Spanish. But I was selected for Malawi.
But you were still happy about your assignment?
I was excited about Malawi because at Hopkins in Baltimore, one of my epidemiology lab mates was from Malawi. And my advisor had been in Malawi doing her PhD research. So Malawi wasn't a foreign country to me. Anyway, no, Malawi was great, and I was really excited to go there. It is one of the poorest countries in Africa, and I felt so welcomed. The site where I was, people really were excited that I was there, and I was sort of like their mascot. They felt honored to have a Peace Corps volunteer there helping, because other communities around them had Peace Corps volunteers, and so they wanted one too. And so it was a real opportunity for me to show that America really cares, and we were there to help, and people were really receptive. Malawi is the warm heart of Africa. That's their slogan. And so they really are wonderful, kind people.
Has this same hospitality extended throughout your other trips with Peace Corps?
You know, I've had great experiences in every country I've worked in, and I have worked in quite a few. And I would say the main thing that I've experienced is just the wonderful people that I've met along the way. And I think sometimes in our culture here in America, we're not exposed to people who think differently, who live differently, who speak different languages and look differently. And so having that opportunity to hang out with people, eat their food, be welcomed by them, dance with them, sing, go to church, do everything that they're doing was a wonderful opportunity.
Are there any other standout trips that you can think of where this welcoming spirit was also present?
I met a wonderful family when I was working in Yemen, and they totally welcomed me into their house. We're just delighted to meet someone from the United States. And this was shortly after the Benghazi attack had happened in Libya, and the U.S. Embassy in Yemen had been attacked. So the U.S. was probably not looked upon very favorably, but they were thrilled that I was there, and they welcomed me into their home.
Let's turn the tables for a second and imagine if someone from one of the countries that you visited came to the U.S. How do you think their reception would be? Similar to yours, or drastically different?
I would hope that America would be very welcoming to our foreign students and ambassadors and representatives from other countries, because we really have a lot to learn from them.
How do you propose that we do that?
I think you have to be vigilant against injustice, and that is something that every citizen can do. And when you see someone that's being mistreated, you need to stand up and say something and do something about it. That's what we're all about, is equality and caring for others. And when we see mistreatment, we can't stand for that. That's not right.